Hi, I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Welcome to another Monday Makes video on my blog and YouTube channel. For today's card, I'll be using the Lemon Zest stamp set, some embossing paste, and the Pattern Party masks. I'm stamping with Daffodil Delight, full strength for the lemon. And then I'm stamping off on the lemon wedge and using my dauber to go around the edges of that lemon to make the edges darker and the center lighter. And that's how I did that. So using a dauber to create some depth in your stamps is almost very similar to the rock and roll technique, but it does give precise application. So I'm doing the same with the leaves. I've inked the stamp up with Lemon Lime Twist, and I'm coming in with my dauber with Tranquil Tide so that I can give a more realistic look. So I've stamped 2 leaves of one type of leaf and 2 of the leaves that have sort of the little stem on it. And I'm just wiping off with a baby wipe in between. So I ended up fussy cutting these images out. I did not purchase the bundle because this is a very simple images to cut out. It didn't take very long at all. And I actually don't mind cutting. If you want to get the bundle, for sure it's 10% off. So this is the embossing paste. I have had great experience with embossing pastes, and with this one, it's no different. I'm taking a little bit of my Lemon Lime Twist and my Daffodil Delight ink, and this is just a piece of cardstock that's laminated. So I'm taking a little bit of the embossing paste and mixing it up with the ink. Some people like to use re-inkers, and I, didn't do it this time. So I have a piece of cardstock that is taped down to a board, and I have, of course, my own palette knife, and I'm scraping off some of the embossing paste and then adding it to the cardstock over the mask. And now I'm mixing the 2 colors that I have prepared and sort of blending the 2 and then applying that to the mask. I kind of want an ombre. I want it to go from yellow, bright yellow, to bright green. And this is how I do it. Just scraping it off of that piece of plastic, laminated cardstock, I should say, and smearing it on just like icing. It's really easy to do. I ended up not getting the palette knives because I already have this artist palette knife. So, but of course Stampin' Up! Does sell the palette knives to go along with the embossing paste. And then of course you need to wash off your utensil right away and your mask right away. And I just left this to dry. It took about 15 minutes. Now, very, very slowly, I'm removing my painter's tape. This is frog tape. You can get it at Canadian Tire. And here is the result close up. Okay, so here I am with the sentiment, "If life gives you lemons." I've stamped that in black archival. I'm using my stitched shapes. I think these are my favorite, by the way, the stitched shapes framelits. I'm using the oval, the largest one. My card base is Whisper White Thick. I've done that little trick with the Daffodil Delight and Lemon Lime Twist for the sentiment. And I'm just going to place that aside. So I've put adhesive on the back of the embossed paste cardstock, and I'm putting it on some Daffodil Delight cardstock. Then I've added fun foam to it. I have some classic weave ribbon in white, and I'm going to tie a little bow. And of course, you know that I fussed with this for ages, so I'm just going to skip to the finished product here and then cut off the excess. I've used fast fuse to adhere the lemons, and I'm sort of just clustering them. So I do want a little cluster of lemons and lemon wedge and the sentiment. Fast fuse actually does stick to the embossing paste really well. Of course, the dimensionals would too. The embossing paste is not, well, the way I applied it, it was decently thin. So I'm just arranging the elements so that I have a pleasing arrangement. And then I'm going to add the little leaves as well, just sort of poking off. I do have a couple of a lemon and a couple of leaves, and I'll put those on the inside. I always try to make extra, and just in case one doesn't work out, but then I will have something to put on the inside. So I am adhering the card front now to the card base, and of course there is fun foam underneath there. I really like the fun foam, it gives a lot of stability. And here I go with decorating the inside of the card. Shocker, I know. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf to visit my website, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.